everybody. I'm Jack Midkiff, and I want to welcome you to my podcast. It's always awesome to be able to do these, and I love doing them, and I hope you're enjoying them. I have had quite a bit of feedback, and people tell me that they work while they listen, or they'll listen while they're going down the road, or whatever. The whole purpose for me to do these podcasts is to ultimately encourage you and help you with your day. I know that days are long, hard, and sometimes discouraging if your perspective isn't correct. And I believe the way we keep our perspective correct is to think on good things. Philippians 4:8 in the Bible says, if there's anything good, anything lovely, anything just, think on that. So I always want these podcasts to be encouraging. I would love to hear from you. You can email me at jackmidkiff@gmail.com. You can message me through one of my socials. I'd love for you to click like and follow on the socials. It's on all the social platforms. It's Jack_Midkiff. And so, yeah. Well, today I have something I want to talk to you about for a few minutes, and it's concerning how we deal with the present, also how we deal with the future. I am a dreamer. I encourage people to dream. I've got a tattoo that says it don't cost a bit more to dream big than it does little. I've got a declaration that I wrote before I bring every message on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night at our church that says it don't cost a bit more to dream big than it does little. And dream big because you serve a big God. Although in my life I have found that sometimes I have focused so much on the future that I really ran right past the present and missed a lot of good days, missed a lot of fun times, missed a lot of important moments. Not because I was trying to be neglectful, but because I was so infatuated, I guess is the word that I would like to use, with the idea of a wonderful future. Well, I truly believe that our wonderful futures are built on wonderful todays. Because today I'm reaping what I sowed yesterday. I'm feeling the effects financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally. I am living in my present, which was my future yesterday and before. And so tomorrow will be a compilation of what I put effort into today and so for today. So I've got to the place where I want to enjoy my present. I want to enjoy my now. And then I truly also have come to the belief that if I enjoy and walk in my now the way that I should, my present the way that I should, I will be ready and equipped to step into my future. So, living in the moment, I want to share this with you, is not rushing through life. It's taking time to enjoy. It's taking time to appreciate. Living in the moment is not rushing through life and just so that you can get to the next. Or, hey, I'm all about the next. I'm all about what's coming. I'm all about that. But I'm also believing today more than ever before, based on living by faith, because I do. I live by faith every day. But living by faith is not wishing today away. Living by faith is living in the moment and thanking God for who I am, who He is, what I have, where I'm at. And it's a valuable mindset that'll help us with our overall well-being when we understand that to live in the moment is not to give up on the future. It's not to be lazy, but it's to appreciate what God has already given you so that you can thank Him in advance by faith for what He's bringing into your life. So I've got a few things I want to share with you. And number one is when we live in the moment, we become more aware of our surroundings and the people that are in our lives. Have you ever got through a situation and then you look back and go, man, I wished I would have appreciated that more? Well, living in the moment gives you the opportunity to look at the people that are in your life, whether it be your children, your spouse, your boss, your pastor, your church community. You look at where you're at and you go, thank God. Living in the moment gives you the opportunity to appreciate people, which your appreciation will draw the best out of them. So living in the moment is where we learn to appreciate the small joys. We learn to appreciate the beauty that a lot of times goes unnoticed because we're in such a hurry to get to the next. We're so preoccupied with rushing through life that we miss the funny moments with your children. We miss the little cute times or whatever. And by slowing down and paying attention to the present moment, I believe that we actually cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude, and we also find a greater contentment in our lives. Also, rushing through life can make it challenging to build and maintain meaningful relationships. Listen, there is no woman, no man, there is not very many children that will tolerate it. There's not a boss, there's not a friend that will tolerate for long you not appreciating them, you not recognizing who they are. So living in the moment gives you the opportunity to look around you and go, man, I got some incredible people in my life. I want to spend some time with them. I want to take a minute, just pick up the phone and spend a few minutes talking about just whatever comes up out of, from inside of them, not having all these agendas. Well, I got to get here and I got to cross that, T and dot that I, but just to take a minute and build and maintain that relationship that has meaning. Because when we live in the moment, we're fully present during conversations. I'm going to say that again. When you live in the moment, you are fully present in conversations. Man, oh man, oh man, I have spent too many days sitting here talking to someone only to make them feel like they're not important because I'm thinking of this and I'm trying to do that. I don't ever want to do that again. I've had that done to me, and that doesn't feel good. But when you live in the moment, you are fully present in the interactions, which allows you to connect more deeply with other people. Another thing, constantly rushing and worrying about the future will cause stress and anxiety. Living in the moment allows us to let go of unnecessary worry. It gives us the power to focus on what's happening right now in our life. It gives us the ability to say, hey, this is important, and that may be important, but I'll get to that in a minute, or I'll get to that tomorrow, and I'll give my attention where it needs to be today. That's so important, especially if you got kids. Especially if you got a spouse. Because if you don't learn that, you're liable to lose both of them. Of course, they'll still be your kids, but I've heard so many men say that they, work so hard, and then they provide all this money and all these houses and all this, and then one day their kids won't speak to them because they don't know them. Or, you've heard the classic man and woman falls in love, ... Man and woman gets married, ... They have kids, they do life, they have jobs, careers, ... All of a sudden, the children are grown and moved out, and then these two people that do not know one another are stuck in this house, and hopefully they will reunite. If you learn to live in the moment, it will cause unnecessary worry to step aside, and you will be able to focus on what is happening right now. When we rush through life, we stay distracted. On the other hand, when you live in the moment, it helps us concentrate on whatever you're doing and be more productive. The last thing I want to give you today, taking the time to live in the moment gives you the ability to look inside and make the needed adjustments. Have you ever done that? I've done that. You know what? I want to continue to do that, because we all need to look introspectively. I think that's the word. If we look introspectively, meaning, you know what? Not on what's on the outside, but what's on the inside. Where are my passions? Where are my intentions? Where are my desires? Where are my longings? What am I most caught up on in my heart today? The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So where are my deepest desires? Well, there's no way to find those out unless you spend some time, stop, drop, and roll back into a place where you can just go, okay, why am I feeling this? Why am I thinking this? And you work on those. And living in the moment is giving you the ability to take time to live and look inside and do those checks and adjustments. So, remember, living in the moment does not mean you are neglecting your future. It does not mean that you are neglecting your responsibilities. Living in the moment, to me, and what the message is in this podcast, is that it's about finding balance between being present and having a vision for the future. Because you should have both. You should. God wants you to prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. And so, as you are sitting and thinking and looking, and you are able then to balance between being present, being attentive, being focused, being in your kid's life, in your spouse's life. You're able to do that all in the same while you are making plans for the future. You are making plans for how you're going to grow your business and grow your family. And allowing time in your life to savor the present gives you the power, I think, and the peace and the contentment so that you can then work toward your goals. It makes you a person of substance. And you're not just full of, I'm going to do this and going to do that, and I'm ready for, the next, the on the brink, on the break, but you are actually empowered by where you are to walk in to what God has for you. And I think that's a beautiful thing, don't you? Hey, I'm Jack Midkiff, and I would love to connect with you some way, somehow. Go and download all the podcasts, share them with your friends, and go like not only the YouTube channel that this is on, but go like High Praises YouTube channel. We've got some wonderful new things coming down the avenue real soon, and we would love to have you connected. Follow and hit the little notification bell so that you can be notified when we upload some new content. I appreciate you, and listen, always dream big because you serve a big God, but don't miss today. have a great day. I'll see you next time.